Hi everyone, I'm Julia and this is Julia at Home. It is a beautiful day here, and so I have the windows open so you might hear some birds, but I think it's appropriate for our topic today, which is our homeschool plans for the summer. So I don't really consider myself a year-round homeschooler. I like to have that start and end date and a little bit of a break to really enjoy the weather and relax, and honestly for me to plan and prep for the next year. Um, this year, things have been a little bit different. We ended up stopping school a little earlier than I had originally planned just because I was really feeling like I needed to get some stuff done for the baby that needed more of my attention. And so we stopped a little earlier. And then we're going to start in August, but I didn't want a huge gap. So we stopped like mid-April. So from mid-April to August is kind of a long amount of time to not be doing any work. So for that reason, I am going to continue a little bit of school over the summer. And also, to be honest, it's just, even though I always plan on taking a bit of a summer break, we don't want to completely lose routines. It's not just a free-for-all. And we also, certain subjects like, reading and writing and math, it's good to just do a little bit. So that's kind of my plan going forward. But the plan is to settle in with the baby. So we're kind of preparing, and just it's a little bit, it's a lot more relaxed right now. We're not doing official schooling, but it's given me some time to rest and prepare the house and prepare myself, prepare the children for the baby. And once the baby's here, we're going to take a couple weeks at least to settle in. And then after we settle in, we will start our summer homeschooling plans. So as I said, we're going to keep up with some skills work. So for my daughter, that means we're going to keep going. We're going to review and keep going in her Logic of English book, just at a slow pace. Like, I have no expectations as far as how many lessons we do. If we can get one in a week, like, that would be great. I don't know how we'll split it up or anything. Again, keeping it really casual, kind of we're going to be feeling out what the baby's routine is, what our routine is with the baby and everything. So all this is really, really casual. So her Logic of English for reading and writing, I'm actually using for writing Logic of English's Rhythm of Handwriting to go back over the lowercase right now, and then we'll start the uppercase cursive. Where she is in the reading right now, they're teaching the uppercase cursive, but we're kind of skipping that part, and I'll come back to it later. So both those things. And then for her, I don't think we're going to continue on her formal math lessons. I think we're just going to do mental math review, which we actually enjoy doing kind of throughout the day and throughout life. So I'm just going to try to record for myself, oh, we did that today. So that we're just keeping that a little bit fresh and in our minds. For my son, he's in the middle of learning his single letter phonograms. And so again, we're going to come back and review because it's been a couple weeks already. And then move forward with that, because I'd like him to keep moving forward. And he's so interested in numbers right now, numbers and counting. So I don't want to lose that momentum. So I'm also going to continue with the with the Montessori number lessons with him, and also try to be intentional about working that into our day. He's constantly running to me and asking me, "Mommy, what does a 2 look like?" So yeah, that's something that he's really in a sensitive period for right now, and I don't want to miss that. So that's going to be a big focus for me, along with the letters, so we don't lose we don't go backwards too far. And he's actually gotten pretty good at holding his pencil. So I'll probably just let him draw and do the things he normally does. I probably won't focus on a writing curriculum or writing, I don't really use a curriculum, but writing exercises, formal writing exercises with him until we start in August. But those are basically the skills-based subjects that we're going to keep working on once we're settled in with baby. That will be part of our summer school. So during the same time period of our summer, I'm going to be settling in with baby, and it takes a while, and there's a lot of feeding and changing and things that happen when you have a newborn. So I'm going to be very occupied with that. In addition, I'm hoping to do a lot of homeschool planning and get our year set up so that, and our routine set up so that when we start in August with the baby and with my kids, it goes smoother. Like, I'm really wanting to get resources in place, decide what I'm doing, set up my planner, and even organize some spaces in the house. Because again, we moved last summer before we started this past school year, and a lot of things still just weren't together. And now, having gone through a school year once in this house and in this state, and also having reported once, I have some things that I want to change up a little bit. It probably happens every year anyways, but with experience as far as both paperwork and physical organization. So I will be doing a lot of work on that. That being said, that's not so much fun for my kiddos. And of course, we will try to work in some fun. I have a list of places we want to try to go to this summer, but we're not going to get to a ton of them because, again, baby. But I have a list of some places, and hopefully once baby is a month or two old, we'll have family visiting and we can have some help. Just doing day trips or short trips to some of these, like, nature-y places would be great. But I want something else that's exciting for my kids. So I've set up 2 casual unit studies for them for this summer that I will set up, not at the same time, separately, one and then the other. And when I plan my other unit studies, it's much more teacher-led. Like I have planned out, we're doing these books today and this activity and all that. And there's always resources for them to look at. They can always look at the books whenever they want, and they could draw whenever they want. But it's very much, I have planned what we're doing on a particular day. These I'm getting a bunch of resources together for them. And then it's mostly books with a few activities and cards and such, and I'll show you what I have so far at the end. And I'm just gonna my plan is to just display them nicely, and then one morning they'll wake up and they're there. So my 2 units that I planned are flowers, which was actually a science unit I was planning to do this spring, but with being sick, everything got pushed back. We ended up doing nocturnal animals later, and then we stopped school earlier, so it didn't happen. But I had, maybe a third to a half of the resources I wanted for it already, so I just went ahead and got the rest of the resources. So it's mostly books, but a couple other fun things like sun prints and a game. So those things they'll need my help for, but it's something that they can explore, and then we can be like, oh, well, today the baby is taking a long nap. Let's go set up some sun prints outside. So again, not something that's like really pre-planned, but more casual. Then the other unit is birds, and it's general birds. So I've got lots of different kinds of bird books, but I also specifically chose some birds of prey books because my kids are interested in them. We see them a lot on our property, actually, because we're kind of in farmland, so there's a lot of fields around us, and so we see them swooping. It's so cool. And they each have a favorite. My daughter loves peregrine falcons, and my son loves bald eagles. So again, in a little bit, I didn't bring the resources up here because they're up here with me and I didn't want to give it away, but I'll bring you down after we chat and show you some of these resources. I did find specific books on the bald eagle and peregrine falcon, as well as a treat that I don't want them to overhear. So, so that's kind of my plan. It's almost June as I make this video. It will probably be June when it is posted. Baby's due in early June. So my plan is after a couple weeks, maybe halfway through June, putting out the flowers unit, and then at some point in July, putting out the birds unit. So they can just each be out for a couple weeks. They can explore, play with it, and then the books and the activities come back to our shelves, and they have access to a lot of that material all the time. So yeah, I'm really excited about this summer plan, to be honest. We'll have to see how much of the skills work we get in. I'm not promising we get a lot in, but it will feel good to have some sort of routine. I'm actually really excited to plan, and I'm trying to get, while I am very pregnant and have to rest, I spend that rest time homeschool planning. So I'm trying to plan, and I'm excited to get all my organizational projects done. I have started some reorganizing of shelves and such already, to the best of my abilities. And so I will have some videos coming up about that. Okay, hopefully you will excuse the mess. I am currently staging a lot of our school stuff in our guest bedroom right now because I'm reorganizing all of my storage. But here is the peek into our units. So they're both, all of my materials for them are both in this basket here, and the first in front is flowers. So I had mentioned this, I think. I got these sun print kits, and I just got I don't know how many we'll use, but you know, they'll last. I also got this Flower Families card game, which just looks gorgeous. And again, I'm going to go into more detail on this later, but I just wanted to give you a quick peek. This can be used for both units as well as our nature journaling throughout the year. I'm really excited. I've wanted this book for a while. That's maybe for me. So these are all flower. And some of this is things that were already on the our shelves upstairs that I actually pulled downstairs. Kind of hid them for a little bit until I put them back out. And then we're on to birds. So we had already had this one. Let's see. This is the Peregrine Falcon book. And we've taken that one out from the library before. I just really enjoy it. And the bald eagle one is back here. So, and let me, sorry if I'm making you dizzy. Let me just show you one more thing really fast. Got them tucked away in here as a surprise for them. It's a Peregrine Falcon and a bald eagle, which is much bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought they were going to be the same size, but that's okay. So they each have one. And I think that'll just be like a really fun surprise for them. But I'm trying to keep them hidden, which is easier said than done. So I hope you enjoyed this little peek into our summer plans. As we go ahead and do the units, I hope to post separate videos about more detail about all the resources for them. So watch out for that. Like this video, subscribe if you don't want to miss new videos, and I will talk to you later.